All right, I think we are live.
We're live, we're recording, we're good?
Recording.
All right.
Good.
This is Joey Atlas here with episode number 37 of the Wellness and Weight Loss for Women.
And men too.
Men too. Beautiful. And today, as promised last time, we're going to be sharing a few very insightful and helpful success stories that will certainly help re-educate anybody listening and give people new information to act on for not only fast changes, but setting the foundation for long-lasting results, improvements, and benefits that will surpass almost anything, possibly everything you've ever tried in the past. Okay? So I've had some challenges titling this episode. So right now, here's what we're going to call it. Tina T's Awesome Cellulite Success Story, Part 1. All right, and we have a few more other little things to throw in here too. So before we get rolling, Nick, anybody finding us for the first time here today, where can we send them to come get a taste of our freebies, some home videos they could try? If they're not local, where could they go? If they are local, what should they do?
Freebies, no matter where you are in the world, fitnesstraining.live. That will get you to some free materials that we have, and you'll be on the list for anything else that we post and come up with coming on that we already have. Where else? Locally, if you are in the Jacksonville, Florida, Ponte Vedra, Mandarin, we kind of hit a big range. We got a lot of clients that travel to us.
Yeah. St. Augustine.
And you want to come to the studio, check out our studio website. That's SCULPTAFIT.com, SCULPTAFIT.com. You can find us on Facebook under SCULPTAFIT. You can reach out to us via call or a text, 904-891-3680. Those are the main ones.
Those are the main ones. Yeah. All right. So I'm getting shifty here.
I see that.
See me starting to fidget. I'm trying to sit down now, see if my leg is feeling a little better. So some people listening to this on audio, there are other people who enjoy watching the video show. Some people don't even know we have the video version of it. We got the cams running right now. Mm-hmm. While we're in stay-at-home isolation, physical distancing mode, Nikki's at home. I'm actually at the studio, so anybody watching can see the vacant SCULPTAFIT studio behind me with all the SCULPTAFIT home gym systems behind me. And
what's the status on the next supply of the home gym orders?
Cool thing is I've got several people saying they want to place a pre-order for the next production run. So I'm probably a few weeks away from actually taking the pre-orders for people who want to pre-order theirs to guarantee they get one. But also putting a notification out to anybody else who has been waiting to hear when we're taking the next pre-orders. So I'm hopeful that the next batch will be done in time for the 2020 holiday season.
Cool.
Fall holidays, because a lot of people will want their home gym systems before the new year kicks in. Some will want to give them as a gift. That's what they're already talking about. Mm-hmm. So great question there. All right. So before we get rolling, you can see, Nick, on the cam, I've got my hand-carved Hawaiian turtle charm back on. My daughter fixed it for me. She fixed the rings that it secures with to the rope.
Crafty.
And well, also again, always want to thank my friend Kari Lynn for gifting me with this years ago. And it's very fitting because I believe slow and steady wins the race. Hence the turtle is the symbol of that. Slow, steady, and strong. So speaking of jewelry, Dara's making jewelry. She's selling jewelry. She's making better jewelry. She's selling more jewelry. She sold a bunch of it for Mother's Day gifts. People coming to her to buy for their moms. So that's going great. And we've got all the success stories that we're going to share today. We've got several key, short and sweet success stories that are going to inspire anybody listening right now or in the future. So should we get on with them?
Get on with them. I want to hear about Tina.
So, Tina's a story. This is so good. This is just so good. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go into my email account and pull the first email she submitted to me. And she didn't know it was going to come to me, but it did. And then I'm going to tell you what transpired from that one email. Now, if we go back, I don't know. Well, let's look at, can you see me right now? Can you still see me?
I can still see you.
All right, because I'm in the email account. So this was literally almost, not even a month ago, April 14th. It's May 11th right now. She sends an email through the Joey Atlas website. So it came to me, and it also went to support, but I also see this. So here's what she wrote. Hello, I'm interested in trying your method for, she wrote blasting cellulite. I don't like that term. It's for reversing cellulite, actually. But I was hoping to find some people who have before and after pictures. Do you have those available? Now, I have a bunch of them. Like, there's a lot of them. That's how some people actually find me for this program, is they first find a success story video post or blog post with photos, or a podcast episode where I do an actual success story interview with past success stories. I got a bunch of those. So I emailed her back. I said, Tina, let me know if this short reply gets to you. She did. She said, got it. So I emailed her back. Cool. How did you hear about the program? Also, you can see some before and after photos attached of women who had cellulite and then reduced it dramatically or altogether. I wrote, a lot of women don't. I wrote, even though I'm sharing these photos here, keep in mind, a lot of women don't share their before photos, as you might imagine why. Some are just, they don't want those to be public, let alone the after photos. So there are more success stories without photos, but always happy to get more if you're going to become one. So I sent her a bunch of before and afters of women who had success with the program. I did get them. She responded, I did get them. Thank you. I found you on Google. I'm so desperate to try anything. I have a consultation tomorrow with a plastic surgeon, but I've been told surgery, specifically liposuction, doesn't really get rid of cellulite. And then we also talked about some of the other surgeries that are supposed to be cellulite specific, but they're bad. She wrote, I'm so tired of crying about this. Sorry to be a drama queen. So I'm looking at every possible solution first. That's how I found you. I wrote back, ugh. Do not do surgery. I don't care if you don't ever buy any of our programs, but please don't do any type of surgery. You will regret it for the rest of your life. It'll be worse. The cellulite will actually get worse. I'm happy to talk to you later if you need. Just send me your best phone number. I'll reach out when I have a break, maybe in the evening. I care. That's why I do this. So she responded, yeah, surgery isn't really what I want, but I have tried dieting and working out hard and doing all the stuff we hear about and killing myself until I'm blue in the face. I was even in the army, for crying out loud, and still have had massive amount of cellulite no matter how hard we pushed ourselves and trained. I'm just at the end of my rope with this and I just want it gone. A call would be great. You can reach me at, she listed her number. I appreciate you taking this time. I seriously do. So I reached out by phone. We had a really good conversation. And actually that day, I believe, was either the first or second Tuesday of me doing one of the lower body programs live on Zoom. Okay. The Better Buns, Tighter Thighs, and Legs for Life. So I said, look, again, I don't want you to buy anything. And this was in the phone conversation. I said, I don't want you to buy anything. I'm helping you as a friend because I know you're about to go down a bad road that's going to make everything worse. Plus, I know I can help you. Mm-hmm. So I said, you're going to start for free today. 4:30 is when I'm doing an actual lower body class. You do that class and you're going to understand why I believe I can help you. So she did the class and she wrote back later that evening, thank you so much for that session. My legs, lower body are pleasantly shaking. So how exactly do I get the cellulite specific reversal program from you? So she got a taste of the unique way we do things and she was sold.
Love it.
So she wrote back, okay, great. I just ordered it. I really, really want to thank you again. Not many people are willing to give so much time for free. and you really seem passionate about what you do. I also got the diet book, the nutrition book add-on. I haven't started yet, but I'm seriously hoping that by some miracle, dark chocolate and wine is in your nutrition program for me, which it is. I've taken my before photos, not even going to mention how embarrassing they are. Hopefully we'll see great results soon. I can't wait to show it all off. So we had a few more light back and forths. She emailed later, "You are honestly the best. Thank you so much, Joey. I have a wedding to attend in Jacksonville, actually. Maybe this summer. Who knows what Corona will bring, but I would love to stop by the studio and at least give you a big hug." So Tina might actually be here in a few months, believe it or not. She's from somewhere else in the US. I forget where. I'll have to look it up. So let's see. She was actually doing several consults for the cellulite, just to clarify. It wasn't just the lipo. And then, now here's where this gets really good. We're gonna get good now. Like, this is gonna get really good. She not only, so she started with the Naked Beauty Simulast method, okay? This was literally the day after she did the free Zoom session with me and the other people who were on that session. So she made a post in the private Facebook group, which all members and clients have access to. And I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to read it. I just have to find it. All right, let's see. All right, here it is. Can you hear me, Nick?
I can hear you.
All right, you ready?
Ready.
So this was, I think this was yesterday or the day before. I don't want to refresh this and lose it just yet because we're going to turn this into something. So she posted in the official SCULPTAFIT Club worldwide fitness community group we have on Facebook, all right? This is where this is. You can see this if you want. And anybody else who joins, not only will you be able to see this post, but you'll also see the other ladies in there who are also experiencing not only cellulite improvements and smoothing and toning and tightening, but improvements in other parts of their body and their minds that they've never been able to get before. So check this out. This is Tina. She comes posting the group. Joey Atlas Janusa, or Joey the Truth Atlas now, right? "Oh, I could cry this morning. I do my measurements and photos every Friday to track my progress on your method and your programs. I stay away from the scale because who needs that negativity? LOL. But OMG, for the first time, I actually see improvement results in my cellulite! Exclamation point. Not enough to post a picture yet because we're only a few weeks in, but I can't tell you how happy I am. I literally teared up. I've been dealing with this, as I told you in that first email, for so many years, and I have hated my figure. And the other areas that are toning up is such a huge bonus. I am so much more confident today already than I have been since my Army days. She's only a few weeks in. I thought I'd never get back to that strong body. And thank you for this community. It's so amazing to be able to interact with other women who are in the same boat with me. You've really made this a wonderful place for us who need encouragement and that kind of support. And for the Zoom videos and more, I can go on and on with my thanks, but I'll end the novel here for now. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to cry some tears of happiness right now. LOL. Oh yeah. And then she does what seems to be becoming popular, the hashtag yeah baby.
Ooh.
I don't know if you heard that one yet. Hashtag yeah baby.
Is that the new one? I like it.
I started asking people to hashtag yeah baby in my Facebook Live workouts where I'm doing my workout, my training session, and I turn on Facebook Live just so people can watch and we can talk while I'm doing it. So that's where the yeah baby comes from.
Love it.
And then, so this is pretty good, right?
This is fantastic.
This is crazy. So after that, some other people post underneath, other women, which exact program and method are you doing? because I have several lower bodies in addition to our full total access video on demand programs, right?
Right.
So happy for you. How many weeks are you in the program? For which one? So Tina says, I'm doing Naked Beauty and I just finished my 3rd week. So Naked Beauty, the Simulast method, 3 weeks in. This lady who you heard me read her story, tried everything for life, was hardcore Army, tried all kinds of workouts and crazy diets. 3 weeks, she's experiencing changes that are making her cry. Love it.
Love it. And I'm assuming she said no on those surgeries.
Yeah, she's like, no surgery now. Like, forget it. So she started losing inches, and now she's starting to see the cellulite dimples, shadows, and ripples fade and start to get slowly tightened. She said, it's all over goodness, LOL. And then there's a lot of posts and comments here from other women, like a great conversation, really insightful. I'm trying to pick out 1 or 2 of the good ones because I got something else I want to read from someone else. Melanie Lucan Bill Wiles, another cellulite specific but overall toning and health client. This is so exciting and encouraging. I'm so happy for you. I agree with your entire post myself. And yes, this community rocks. Jennifer Petrick posts underneath that, congrats. I also notice a difference in my cellulite too, even though it's still noticeable, but I don't look at it in disgust anymore. So I know it's going away for me to feel that way. I am looking forward to even more results. This group is great, and I love that Joey and others are so responsive here. Beth, another one-on-one coaching client. So happy for you, Tina. This is a great community to be in here, and being that a lot of us have similar goals. This rocks. It's awesome. Thank you, Joey and others, for this wonderful community and for the safe style of fitness training you provide for us. She gets it. So this gets even better. There's another lady, Nadine. Under that, she posts, well, this morning I said to myself, I will wake up and take better before photos, Tina, with your example leading the way. So I can see changes, later in a few weeks or a month or whatever. But guess what? She writes, I couldn't believe what I saw. I still cannot believe it. Or maybe I'm just imagining things, but my butt is changing shape. And she's only a few weeks in. I never saw myself like this. Like I might have a really nice, healthy shape if I continue. It's starting already so soon, and I'm freaking out about it. I thought that was something I could never actually have, but it looks like even I can get there, like those super healthy, pretty active natural girls. Okay, I get ahead of myself now, but I never saw this shape on me before. Not a falling shape now, but an up shape, LOL. I think she's from Canada. I think she might be like half French. So her English is slightly off. I lost fat under my cheeks. There is really muscle holding it all together now, LOL. That is too funny to speak to myself about this. But what? I didn't even train hard with Joey's stuff yet. Like, it's not hard to do. The training I did for 2 weeks so far was only one set through, no extra things on the Naked Beauty or Simulast. I'm just following the simple directions. This is quite something, I have to say. I can't wait for another 2 weeks. It's going to blow my mind. You have to understand, I have never been really active, no real sports, just moving for fun in life. So I never really activated any muscles there on my body, or thinking, now, is this really going to happen? Can I make changes just with this simple program? I don't know about how far the cellulite will improve. I don't want to look too much for results this early because I don't want to be discouraged if I'm expecting too much. But my goal right now is to keep on doing this because what I'm doing is working. Big surprise this morning for me. Wow, Joey Atlas is pretty darn good. I'm modest and humble. I thank her for that, but it's really them implementing and taking action.
And yeah, baby.
Hashtag yeah, baby. So the cool thing is there are more posts like this from the past and developing now. Carrie Guerrero is another awesome one. Like, I'm going to probably feature her story on, actually, she's going to do, everybody's literally going to do a podcast episode with me or with us. If I do it, I'll do it on a separate podcast. But these ladies are all up for sharing their stories so that other women can find it, hear it, and realize I shouldn't be doing surgery. We need to be following these people's lit methods and not doing hardcore and all this stuff. But our methods and our approach that are available to everybody in total access, if they want to join that, is really where the answers are. Like, we can only say so much, but when these ladies share these stories like this, you can't make these up. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't make these up. So Carrie's we're going to share, Beth, we're going to share. We've got a bunch of awesome stories unfolding. Like Beth, she's actually a one-on-one remote client. She's also in total access video on demand. She's actually not a weight loss client. She's a kind of like a cellulite sculpting and toning client. She's 1 week in with me. She's doing private coaching with me. And this was, I think, yesterday, she said, "You're not going to believe this, but John, her husband, he's like, this guy's good, Beth, because whatever he's doing in 1 week, I'm seeing your body changing already. Like, this is good stuff." And she's tried other trainers, other coaches in the past, and even she's quite surprised at what's starting to happen to her body. So why do we share this? Not for my ego. This isn't about me. This isn't about us and what we do. This is about our methods and how we bring them to people to help individuals so that we can make this world a better place by helping prevent people from making the wrong choices and decisions that'll just make things worse, and give them the things that are going to make things exponentially better. This is about you listening, watching this video, listening to the audio version. This is about you, and we share these stories to help inspire you and let you know that there is a better way. It just happens to be coming through us and not somebody else. I want to read one more thing, Nick. You ready for it?
Ready for it.
Actually, I got several, but I think I'll have to save a few of these because we don't want to go too long today, right?
Right.
Okay, actually, I might be able to squeeze these two in because they're good. They're just good. These need to be heard. All right. All right, I will save one for next time because there's going to be a few more that come in during the week, and I'll combine Janet's with the other ones. What a lot of women are saying, Nick, is when they join Total Access Video on Demand portal with all of our videos and programs in there, even if they're only doing them on their own without like any personal private remote coaching, what they're saying is the way we've laid out the video sequences to follow on a weekly rotation basis and the different options we give them, whether they want to do a 5-day rotation or a 6-day rotation or a 7-day, they're like, this is so like logically easy. It's crazy. Like literally all we have to do is click on the video you laid out for us on that given day and do it. And then we can add in any of the extras like the flexibility and stretching, the indoor body weight cardio, the neck exercise routine, whatever. They're like, we could just add that in if we want to. And just doing your suggested outlines alone already, like we're starting to see and feel changes within the first week to 2 weeks. Some of them are saying it like almost feels bizarre based on comparing this to their past and all the things they've tried and all the things they thought they were supposed to do that either didn't work or backfired or actually injured them. They're like, why isn't this out there on such a larger scale and spreading around? And we're like, well, we're just getting out of the gates here. You're the first users. We'll consider you first users. You guys get the results, and we continue to share the story, and you keep telling people, and we'll do podcast episodes. We'll have you on for interviews, and that's how this is going to spread. Make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
So I'm going to read one more, and then we'll save all those other ones for the future. So I started running this little ad to get us some exposure, a helpful ad, like it gives a tip right in the video ad, like somebody could use right there on the spot. And that ad started to go viral, and it still is. This is one short video ad. Get this. There are over 1,600 likes and loves and some other emojis, 699 shares.
Wow.
340 comments nested. There are more under the nested comments. So there's a lot of activity on this one ad. And we get some people who are they're a little off center, like they want to challenge me. You know, they want to come in with their stuff and take up space in our zone. So one lady posted this stuff about me not being truthful, right? Like, you don't have 1,600 likes and loves and 700 shares by lying.
Yeah.
You do it by helping people. So she comes ranting and raving in here, posting her stuff about lymphedema and elephantitis or something, and doing lymph drainage and blah, blah, blah. So I deleted her comment because I wanted to see how off-center she actually was. Will this lady come back and get mad and post more? Sure enough, she did. And not only did she do that, she tagged another lady who's actually one of our Total Access Video on Demand clients and a Naked Beauty Cellulite Simulast method user, and that's how she started with us. So she challenged this lady, Jennifer, awesome lady Jennifer, who's in our private Facebook group, rocking it. She came back to answer this lady, and here's what she wrote. Jennifer answered this lady, Dahlia. I don't know if could you see me on video with my gestures, Nikki?
I can see you on video. I love it.
All right. Let me clarify, Jennifer wrote. I worked out like a gym rat in my 20s through my late 30s. I stopped working out consistently in my early 40s. I'm 46 now. I noticed the cellulite probably a year or so ago. I looked for cellulite creams, and guess what? I found Joey. I figured magical creams wouldn't really work, and that his methods made sense when I listened to his educational videos and his hand-drawn illustration. I've been doing his training sessions for only 2 weeks now, and my cellulite is starting to smooth out. I don't know about all your medical mumbo jumbo. I just know what's working for me right now. I will start week 3 of his program tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to seeing even more progress with the cellulite in the weeks to come. Maybe those people you see who have nice, tight-toned bodies need to change their method of training and working out to Joey's so that they can work those muscles differently than they have been the hardcore way in the gym. And to give this context, you'd have to see this lady's original post about people working out hardcore, but still not being able to get rid of their cellulite dimples and shadows, to give you some context. Okay. Doing his gentle methods make me feel it in the right places. It's a different sore from my hardcore training days, Jennifer says. Though the medical and beauty community may have good intentions, I have learned in my lifetime, especially now with what's going on in the world with this virus, that the medical community isn't always trustworthy, and you have to be your own health advocate. They'd rather treat stuff than prevent it. Your methods may work, Dahlia, but I'm betting they are costly, and people have to get many, many treatment sessions to maintain whatever benefit might come. With Joey, I've spent $50, and I feel I have a lifetime of prevention that is actually working right now. And there's no harm in what this man is saying, so why question him? Worst case, any woman watching this and taking action like I did, we're working out properly, we're doing fitness the right way, we're eating properly, not dieting, and we're feeling good about ourselves. And anybody who gets to do this, bless them too. So that's what Jennifer wrote. Pretty good, right?
Pretty awesome.
Look at these people. They're like coming to the defense of their own improvements. I don't even have to say anything about what we do and how we do it. So again, Nick, why do we share these stories?
Well, what clients have told me specifically is, Nikki, we love you, but like one of our ladies in our studio that's lost over 100 pounds. She said, I relate to that. And that's why we share it, just like you said. So if you're listening and you related to any of these stories, these are real people. These are real people that have been through it all and are trying things out and are succeeding and having awesome, and we're here to celebrate that. We're absolutely here to celebrate that. We need to share the success and the wins and share these women's stories because they're awesome. They're so awesome.
Exactly. And you know, a lot of our conversations in the private group, like what these women will do is they'll realize all this good stuff is happening like within a few weeks, and they'll say, you know, like, still, I'm really confused. How is it that all the mass market stuff is like hardcore push, go faster, do as many as you can with as much weight as you can, and do it in a shortest amount of time possible, right? And they're like, how can it be that you guys teach the opposite? Like your whole method, SCULPTAFIT and the Joey Alice programs and everything you guys teach and do is opposite of that. Like, it sounds bizarre, but the crazy thing is we're in this group, like living proof, doing your methods, and we're getting better results than ever. And we feel good. Like, we actually feel like our body's feeling better, not hurt, not damaged. And like, we don't feel spent at the end of the day. Like, we don't feel like we have to recuperate. We actually feel like the way you guys teach us is actually energizing us and invigorating us, while it's actually giving us the body changes that we've been wanting all along. Like, they ask, how does this happen? So I realized they're actually asking, what's the mechanism? Like, how does it actually happen? So as you know, the biggest factor is removing momentum from all of our movements, right? Big factor. We remove momentum, which means the muscles, the nerves, the fascia, the connective tissue, the ligaments, and the tendons all have to work together in the slow, controlled movements. Therefore, everything gets stimulated with less weight, if any weight at all, because a lot of what we do is body weight, it's resistance bands, it's light weights if we use weights. So we're creating this different stimulus in the body and all the structures that we're looking to change. And by doing that, by moving momentum, we increase the safety factor exponentially. Mm-hmm. And they don't feel like they've run themselves into the ground because they get to spend less time in the actual sessions. They get to expend a different kind of energy, not a grueling type of output energy that keeps them feeling like they're spent and they're toast and they got to recover. So in a nutshell, that's the foundational difference. And then, of course, you know, we have all of our unique moves. We have the synergy of how we put the moves together, the low impact, hence the lit instead of the hit. It's all these things synergistically combined, form, tempo, sequence, that go into causing the body to change the way these ladies are saying their bodies are changing so soon. And that's why we do this on this podcast, to let newcomers discover, yes, there is a better way. There's a different way. There is a way that I can do forever and get even better benefits and results on the inside and on the outside. And that's it for today. Nick, what else do we have before we wrap up? Where can a newcomer who just discovered us, somebody shared this with them, they want more, where can they go to connect with us if they're long distance first?
I love it all. Fitnesstraining.live. Fitnesstraining.live. If they are local, or if you are local, St. John's, Jacksonville, Florida, SCULPTAFIT.com, SCULPTAFIT.com. You can find us on Facebook at SCULPTAFIT. You can call us if you are local, 904-891-3680. Reach out, ask your questions. If you're not sure where to go, fitnesstraining.live is awesome. You can always call or text us. We'll get you in the right place.
Absolutely. And then, come find us all those places. We got a lot of freebies. We got all kinds of levels of paid programs, up from a one-off purchase to a $19 a month total access, change your life. And you get 5 more family members that could fit on that plan for the same price. Plus, we do all kinds of remote coaching, personal training now via video with our coaches. We got you covered in every way possible. And Nick, before we wrap up, what we just went over proves that slow and steady wins the race, right? Slow and steady. So I'm going to hold the turtle up to the cam here, right? Because I'm going to use this as our video thumbnail screenshot when I make it for the podcast.
I love it.
Slow and steady wins the race. Here we go. Can you see it, Nick? Is it coming in loud and clear? Slow and steady wins the race. Can you see me now?
See you now.
All right. Awesome. Peace out. We love you. Peace, love, and light. Thank you for being here. Share this with somebody, and we'll see you on episode number 38. Is it, Nick?
38. Coming up now.
All right.
All right.